you're watching Left, Right and Centre. I'm Nidhi Razdan. On the program tonight, Nitish and Mulayam on the same stage along with major regional players on an anti-communalism platform. But is this the start of an anti-Modi front and yet another attempt to cobble together a third front? Also on the show, our special guest this evening, former External Affairs Minister Jaswant Singh on his new book, India at Risk. From Kandahar to Pakistan to India's handling of China, Mr. Singh joins us to reveal what's really happened as India faced grave security challenges. That's a little later in the show, but first, the capital is buzzing today with talk of new political alignments after 14 political parties, including major regional players, came together for a left-sponsored anti-communalism convention. Significantly, it was minus the Congress, leading to speculation that attempts to form a third front are underway yet again. But strong statements on Narendra Modi from various leaders has also led to talk that an anti-Modi front is also taking shape. Nitish Kumar, who's been scathing in his criticism of Mr. Modi in the last 2 days, today linked communalism and terrorism, saying they act as food and water for each other.
एकजुटता जरूरी है सांप्रदायिकता के खिलाफ, फांसीवादी मनोवृत्ति के खिलाफ, आतंकवाद के खिलाफ। हम तो देखते हैं कि जो सांप्रदायिकता है और आतंकवाद है, दोनों एक दूसरे के लिए खाद पानी की तरह काम करते हैं।
पूरी साजिश की उत्तर प्रदेश के अंदर दंगा फसाद डालने की इस सरकार शक्तियों की।
श्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने कहा है कि मैं एक हिंदू राष्ट्रवादी हूं। हमारा कहना है कि हमारे देश में एक ही राष्ट्रवादी हो सकते हैं, वो है सेक्युलर राष्ट्रवादी।
Is this the genesis of a new anti-Modi front? Nitish Kumar rubbing shoulders with Mulayam Singh Yadav at a left convention against communalism in Delhi, bonded by their opposition to Modi. Jayalalitha, seen as a potential ally of NDA, stayed away, but had her speech read out. It said, the state is often seen to be acceding to the pressure of both minority demands at one time and to majority demands at another, which has fueled the activities of various groups. Secularism does not mean appeasing one section of society while suppressing the other. This assumes significance considering that despite her effusive meeting in Ahmedabad with Modi, recently when he went to Chennai, she did not meet him. The surprise guest at the convention, the Nationalist Congress Party, UPA's biggest ally. The glue of secularism may have brought together 14 political parties, but the left convention was watched closely for the political signals.
Well, I am not looking at any third front option.
भाई आज की तारीख में तो कोई नया मोर्चा उभर नहीं रहा, एक है तो दूसरा गायब होगा।
Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar admitted that when one party comes into the third front, the other goes out. This perhaps reflects the reality and history of the third front. But for sure, in the run-up to 2014 elections, political pundits will watch this space closely. With camera person Stephen, Sandeep Phukan, NDTV.
So is this the rise of a new anti-Modi front? Is this another attempt to cobble together a third front? Interesting what's happening in the capital today. Joining us on the program tonight is Nitish Surjewala, spokesperson of the Congress Party and Minister in the Haryana government. Spokesperson of the BJP, Siddharth Singh, joins us as well from the capital tonight. We have Devesh Thakur, spokesperson of the JDU, joining us this evening from Patna. Mr. Kamal Farooqi, senior leader of the Samajwadi Party. And our commentator tonight is Mr. Bharat Bhushan. Mr. Devesh Thakur, is that what is happening here? This anti-communalism convention that we saw today also saw some very, very strong words by your leader Nitish Kumar as well as other leaders on this issue of communalism. Some took Mr. Modi's name, others didn't, but they were clearly alluding to him. Is this the formation of a new anti-Modi front in a sense in which Mr. Nitish Kumar is emerging as a central leader?
Well, if at all if at all such a front does take place, if it becomes a reality, I think naturally respected Nitish Kumar will be the first choice. But however, I think he has himself made it very clear, and he has spoken the plain truth over there, that such fronts are, it's not very easy for the formation of such fronts. There are ideological, the only common platform there is the anti-communal stance. But otherwise, there's an ideological difference, there's a historical, political, geographical differences. So how far that becomes a reality is definitely, we have to wait for the future to see. But yes, it is good to see a large number of parties coming together on the anti-communal platform, definitely.
Okay, well, at least you're honest enough to admit that it's not easy to cobble together these kind of fronts, and we will talk about that. But Mr. Farooqi, is there something different about this election? Because one of the things that analysts are speculating about, and the Congress would certainly wish for, is to see secular parties, as it were, come together because of Mr. Narendra Modi. Is this the beginning of that?
Yeah, I think it's the beginning of it, because the people are feeling it's a great danger. The way the whole thing is going on, Mr. Modi, his track record, and more than track record, the way he's talking, the way he's making certain speeches, the way he's changing his statement day in, day out, and the way he has been talking about the Hindutva kind of things, and what he has said earlier about the nationalism, Hindu nationalism and Muslim nationalism, all those kind of things. It's a very serious thing, in fact, because the integrity of the country is going to be affected, and all those people who are basically for the secularism in the country, they are worried about it. And if all these people are coming together to have the fight against the communism, I think it's a very healthy
So
side.
why wasn't the Congress there? Because that leads to the speculation that it's actually a third front that's being attempted, and not so much an anti-communalism front.
Nobody is talking about the third front either. Even our Netaji has very categorically said that the
After
third
the
front,
election.
it will be after the election, the situation. But right now, our first goal is, our priority is that communal forces should be defeated. That is what actually is the aim.
So Nitish Surjewala, why wouldn't the Congress then be there? If it is an anti-communalism platform, the Congress then is conspicuous by its absence today. What do you think was really going on?
See, Nidhi, you have to look at the larger idea, and the larger idea is that there is a divisive debate that's going on in this country, per se mooted by Shri Narendra Modi and the RSS and the BJP. When you see that there are parties which are inherently secular, they may have a difference of opinion with the Indian National Congress, but are inherently secular and committed to the idea of India. Some of them have come together on a platform. What is wrong with that? It is only to protect and preserve, as Mr. Farooqi is rightly saying, the ethos of India. And on that there is commonality of ideology between Congress and them. Sometimes we can work together, sometimes we can be together in a meeting. I am sure there are many other political parties who feel the same way, who were not present in this meeting, but that doesn't mean they are less secular.
No, but the point is that doesn't this seem to be a more of an anti-Congress, anti-BJP third front emerging than anything else? And then, therefore, how does the Congress look at that? Would you be dismissive of that? Is this more to do with possible post-poll alliances than anything else?